Hello everybody, welcome to the first ever video vlog, whatever we want to call it, video of my YouTube channel. Recently, after watching a lot of video work that has been done by really famous video people, such as Shane Dawson, Jenna Marbles, Julian Solomita, I've always wanted to start one of these things, and I've always wanted to do a sort of montage video collaboration extravaganza. We are going to be discussing all sorts of crazy things, including best life hacks according to this one random article on the internet, and I am fascinated. Here it is. This one, use a rubber band to keep a door from latching. The only thing I can see this coming into handy ever is if you're just moving into your place and you have to use a key to get into every single door throughout the apartment. Oh my god, it was so easy to move into my place, and also it lets anybody that wants to come into my apartment in. I mean, not that I'm complaining. Does your dorm smell bad? Tape a dryer sheet over the AC unit and turn it on. First off, anybody who has ever lived in a dormitory, you know personally, a dorm does not have air conditioning. You're lucky if you can afford a fan in the window. No less if your apartment smells that bad or your dormitory smells that bad, you are probably not going to put just a dryer cloth over it, because hey, we're all in college and listen a minute, we cannot afford dryer sheet. If you're in a dorm and you can afford this, you're probably in Yale and your roommate doesn't smell like a dirty gym bag that just came back from hockey practice. Okay, for people who use their phone to watch videos and are tired of leaning it onto something or it'll fall down all the time, use your sunglasses. The biggest things that stand out here, ever going to use your sunglasses for a stand if you're anywhere that you're watching a video, unless it's in your house, which then I hope that you are watching videos on the internet, online, on a TV that you're watching things online, or on YouTube on a computer. If you're in your car and need your sunglasses, you're not going to be able to watch it, and you're probably careening into traffic. Tried this at work today where I set up my phone on my glasses, and it did work. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt that it did work. So I will give this hack a 2.5 out of 5 stars on actual work. It works, but the practicality of it is so slim unless you have a backup pair of sunglasses, which, let's be honest, you probably don't have. Okay, so the next hack that is available tells us that we should take a picture of the business cards that we get from people. Okay, so the first thing I thought when I saw this was taking a picture of a business card. But let's be honest. You've had the phone for a really long time. You understand technology. Your phone can store everything on this business card. Just store that information. This gets a 0 out of 5 stars. This is never going to be useful for anybody ever. Alright, so when ironing a button-up shirt, flip it inside out to easily iron over the button side. This is getting a 5 out of 5 stars. I never actually thought about flipping it over. That never crossed my mind. So this gets 5 out of 5. Girl, I wear a button-up every single day to work, and this is practical. It's honest, and it's truthful. Put an old newspaper at the bottom of your bin to absorb fruit juices. No one has ever picked up a garbage out of their apartment, home, house, whatever, and thought, oh my god, this would be so much easier if it had a newspaper in the bottom. Anybody who knows anything about physics, I know nothing. Paper is straight, right? Not like me. Crumpled or not, it's gonna be something like this, and this is very scientific, and the juices are gonna be like, oh my god, we're gonna be all over here, and they're gonna go under, and when you pull the bag out, the juices are still going to be at the bottom of the bag. All of us have taken out a bag of garbage that you could not throw a million cotton balls into, and there's still going to be excess fluid. We're going to give this hack a 0 out of 5 stars. One freaking newspaper at the bottom is not going to do anything. Girl, get your priorities together. Really? Tumble dry shoes without ruining them. There is actually a shoe inside of the dryer with the other half hanging off of it. You could leave your shoes out and they could dry on their own overnight. Whatever. Most of us are renting. You're not actually going to be able to afford to put one shoe in at a time, let it run a full cycle, and then switch it and put the other shoe in. It is not working for me. at all. Knowing the dryer that is downstairs in this building, if I put one shoe in there, something's gonna happen. It's gonna explode and then I'm gonna lose my whole apartment. Where is my deposit at that point? How to put away your Christmas ornaments. If you're like 95% of Americans, your Christmas tree doesn't come down until like March. When I was a kid, we were all just like, we really love the Christmas spirit. This honestly gets like a 3 out of 5. But let's be honest, if you look at the picture, they're putting the ornaments back where they came from originally. This is not a life hack, it's like adulting. A+. You're amazing. You're only doing what you're supposed to do, which none of us do. So, sorry, Mom. When traveling, keep a bar of soap, scented soap, in the bag with your dirty laundry because it'll keep smelling fresh. A, that's confusing. And B, I don't need to come home and go, oh my god, that vacation was amazing. This dirty laundry smells so good. I just need to come home and wash that shit. This hack gets a -5 out of 5 stars. No one is going to waste their time putting a fresh little bar of soap in with their dirty laundry. Bitch, I am lucky if I remember where my debit card was the night before. Cut a tiny little hole in the top corner of your juice carton so it doesn't explode all over your table. Who has this problem? Please reach out and get help. Yeah, this hack gets a 0 out of 5. Nobody has this problem. I just gotta pour my juice box. This doesn't happen. You erase it from your memory. This hack never existed. We're moving on. Bounce a battery to see if it's good still. According to this hack, you can bounce a battery onto a hard surface, and if it bounces just once and blows flat, it's good. But if it bounces a whole bunch and all over the place, it's bad. The easiest hack that I have to testing batteries, put it in your remote, and if it doesn't work, is good. This hack gets a ½ a star out of 5 because there is somebody out there who's gonna use it. It's terrible. This one speaks for itself. If you have a beer koozie in your car, I think the least of your concerns. Your shifting gear is hot. Y'all need Jesus. When taking a picture, squint your eyes and it makes it seem like your smile is that much more genuine. Am I pretty yet, Mom? Am I pretty for the camera? We're moving on. Wrap a wet paper towel around a bottle to make it cold after putting it in the freezer. I'll be honest, this hack works. This hack gets 5 out of 5. It works, you have a cold drink, you forget about the fact that you probably squints in your photo. Clean out an old lotion bottle to put all your stuff in it when you're on the beach and makes it extra secure. What is this key? Who brings their Victorian house key to the beach? Practically, the idea works. In function, I give this a 1 star. Life hack? Think ahead. This is probably my favorite. Use a muffin tin to serve condiments at a barbecue. Look at the size of those things. Those pickles in that picture, those are enough for my burger. This idea gets a 1 out of 5. It's practical, not at all a hack. And let's be honest, it's probably me eating everything out of that condiment dish. Doritos are a great idea for kindling if you can't find any. In this picture alone, I see sticks and cardboard that are not on fire. If you're at a part in your life where you're lighting Doritos on fire, you shouldn't be camping. We're here for you. This idea is getting 0 out of 5 stars. The picture alone negates any level of credibility for this. Freeze white grapes so that you can constantly have cold wine without having to water it down. If it's anything like this video, my wine glass is already empty. This hack gets like a 1.5 stars out of 5. But if you're anybody like me, your wine's already gone. Unroll the rim to increase the capacity for your ketchup. These containers are made to do that. This idea gets a -755,000 million infinity stars out of 5. This hack is like telling you, hey, fill your car up and you'll go further than if you fill it just halfway. It's science. How to fold a fitted bed sheet. There is no way to effectively fold a fitted sheet in your life unless you are a witch. I've seen American Horror Story. I know what happens to witches. I know your secret. Take a picture of your friends. If they borrow something from you, you'll remember who borrowed it. Or if they go missing, you can turn it into the FBI and say that this is the person who stole all of your things. That's depressing. How to always know which one of your earbuds is which by tying an end. I usually just shove it in, and if I can't hear it right, I just keep trying again and again until it fits. Oh Lord, that's the story of most of my intimate life. I'm sorry, Mom, if you're watching this. Put a stocking over your vacuum so that you can pick up all the tiny things in your life. I would try vacuuming this up and gaining her sanity. She has no soul. None left. Fold your bologna and cut it so that it fits your bread perfectly. We are not trying to make the bologna fit into our mouth correctly. I take it back. Whatever rating you want to give it. Mom, don't watch this. Move on. The right way to eat a cupcake. To me, the only right way to eat a cupcake is if it's gone in less than 5 seconds. I'm not interested in your cupcake shenanigans. Use a hair straightener to straighten your collar. Because if you're in a relationship, the last thing that you're worried about is your girlfriend burning down your apartment. If you're in a gay relationship, both of you are worried about constantly leaving it on. This has 1 out of 5, probably half. Ask your boyfriend, they're the one that makes the decisions. Anyways, bake cookies on your dashboard. I have a master's degree in public health. I'm gonna give this a 0 out of 5 for health reasons. Do you want to be a part of the video, Haley? She's not interested in fame. That's my girl. Now this is probably my favorite of these life hacks, particularly considering the different categories that it puts it in. Hot tub, mouse, power, and life support. I just have to pull the plug. I need to charge my iPhone. In practicality, this is gonna get like 3 out of 5 stars. If life support is on one of your bread tabs, you get 0 out of 5 stars. Kid keeps falling out of bed, put a pool floaty in there and it'll just stay there overnight. When in reality, this just sort of looks like a way to try and avoid the cops from thinking that your kid fell off the bed and explaining why they are injured. You just put a blanket over it and make it look like your kid's in bed. This is probably one of my favorites. Slowly just push the bag up from the bottom and you can enjoy a bowl of chips. I don't take that long to eat a bag of chips. This hack, 5 out of 5 for somebody who eats chips like a normal human being. Keep plastic wrap on the ends of bananas to make sure that they stay fresh a really long time. I'm gonna give this a 0 out of 5 because I'm never gonna test it. The only bananas that I get in my life are... Next, and last but not least on our first video, putting a hole in the bottom of your garbage can. Let's be honest, putting holes at the bottom is probably gonna make all the juices that we discussed earlier in this video just flow right out of your garbage a little bit quicker. That 2 seconds of time you're spending putting your garbage bag in or out is gonna be wasted when you are mopping up all of the garbage. I'm gonna go give this great life hack a whopping half a star because for somebody who doesn't throw things away like a nasty animal, this is probably gonna work really well. So thank you for watching this first video. So hit subscribe up in the corner if you like the video, hit a like down below, keep watching, a new video goes up every single Monday, and from me and the chihuahua that is currently avoiding us, have a great week.